Right. So yesterday we have started with what calculation engine functions, and we understood the purpose of what CE functions. They are what alternate to what SQL statements. The execution time of CE functions is faster than what normal SQL statements. The main reason is CE functions gets executed inside what calculation engine, whereas SQL statements gets executed in what SQL engine. Okay, so since calculation engine is powerful than SQL engine, the execution of C function will be faster compared with what SQL statement. And the last thing we discussed yesterday is what uh, C underscore what join. One second, yeah. So we have created one procedure to understand this what C underscore join function. Okay, so let me just quickly recreate this. Done. Okay, so this is the procedure. Let me give the procedure name as what join 02. So what we are doing in this, we are using what C underscore column underscore table. This is equivalent to what select star. Okay, not select star, select employee number, employee name, department number from so and so table. So that data will come and sit in this local table I tab 1. Similarly from department also we are doing it. Then I'm using what C function here, C underscore what join, C underscore join. So this will act as what inner join. Okay, so let me just quickly execute this. When I say F8, procedure will be created. Right. Meanwhile, let me say call. So procedure is what created. I'll call that particular procedure. Done. So when I execute this, right, I got the data. So it is acting as what inner join. What is the concept of inner join? It will pull only those records which are available commonly in what both the tables. It will compare each row of the left hand side table with all the rows of what right hand side table. If any matching values are there, it will pick up that particular corresponding rows. If there are no matching rows in the right hand side, it will ignore the left hand side row also. Okay, now the replacement I'll do. So in this case I got how many records? Six records. I got six records. Employee number 1 to 6. Now let me just, yeah, here I'll say create procedure. Let me give the name as something join 3. The change I'll do is here I'll try to use a calculation engine function called as what C underscore left underscore outer underscore what join. Okay, C left outer join so and so. So in the earlier case, if I simply say C underscore join, it will act as what inner join. I got some six records. Now the change is what C underscore left underscore outer underscore join. Let me try to create this procedure. F8, then it is created. Let me execute the call the procedure. When I say F8, done. So you can see here left order join. So what is happening here? Even there is a deficiency in the right hand side, even though there is a deficiency in the right hand side in the sense right hand side table, it is still pulling the left hand side record. So we have an additional record in the left hand side table with employee number what 7. I got that. So this is nothing but what is the supplement for SQL for this left order join. Okay, so done. Similarly,
See there, the department number is there in both the tables, right? How do we differentiate? Like, is it coming from which table or not?
here we cannot differentiate. There, in case of our select statement, na, we can use
Mm.
alias. Okay, if you want to pull the department number, see here you need not worry about from which table because the data would be same, na.
Correct, correct. Yeah, but only thing is just as a
No,
just like yeah.
yeah. What happens is the preference is from the left first table. What is the first table here? I tab one.
Okay.
Okay, so that is the understanding. If it is not there in the first table, then it will check in what? Second table. That is the meaning. Right. Now let me go for right order join. So I'll say join for C underscore. What is the C function here? Right underscore outer underscore join. Done. So earlier, okay, if the okay, good question. So what Venkat is asking is if the field names are different. Okay, so if you take our select query, if you take our select query, I can say suppose left hand side table is my underscore what employee, the alias is for year, and the right hand side table is what my underscore department D. Okay, so assume that in the employee table the field name is department number, in the department table the field name is what D number, but the technical properties are what same. So in our if you are writing this, if you are using the join in the select query, you can say e dot department number equal to what D dot D number, but the prerequisites for using this calculation function, the column name should be same. In case of C function, the column name, I can use a C function only if the column name is what same. Otherwise, we cannot. So, what is the parameter of this here? Left table, right table plus join attribute. In that join attribute means the column name should be what same. Here also it is same. Here also it is what same. Then only it will what recognize. Then only I can use what this particular joins in the C functions. Otherwise, if the field names are different, the only option is I must use what select statement. Hope it's clear. So the prerequisite is if you want to use the join, if you want to use the C functions related to the joins, the column name should be same in both the left hand side table and what right hand side table. Done. One second. Yeah, this is the new procedure I'm trying to create. Let me try to execute this F8. Then it is created. Let me call it 4. When I execute, yeah, good. So you can observe now here deficiency is there in what left hand side. Deficiency is there in the left hand side, but the data is the additional data is available in the right hand side. So I got what there 40 and what manufacturing. Understood? So this is similar to what right order join. We don't have C underscore full underscore outer join. Okay, so day before yesterday, we have seen inner join, left outer join, right outer join, and full outer join. But there is no C function available for what full outer join as of now. Might be in future they may develop, but as of now it is not available. Okay, right. So this anyhow it's a very simple thing. Now let me go for a important C function called as projection. Yeah, C underscore projection. Once. So the important this will be using what very frequently C underscore projection. So what is the purpose of the C underscore projection is it is used to project specific fields. Okay, and and what rename the columns, and also or not the columns, basically rename the output columns, and also we can use and also to do what filtering, row filtering, yeah, and also to do row filtering. Okay, by implementing what where class. Okay, by implementing where class. So let's see an example on this, then you'll understand. Suppose here, okay, let me quickly create the procedure. Yeah, I'll give the procedure name as demo C underscore some meaningful name projection. I'll say demo C underscore projection as begin I tab 1 equal to C underscore column table. Okay, same schema, my employee done. Okay, done. I'll remove this. Let me say I tab 1. Yeah, if I leave it like this now, so what this will do, this is similar to what? Select star. Okay, I'm not giving any projection list here. What it will do, this will act as what? Select star. Means it will pick up all the fields. It will pick up all the fields from this particular table. But here I don't want all the fields. I want only those records. Sorry, I don't want all the records. I want all the fields, but I want only those records whose salary is what? Greater than what? 3000. Whose salary is what? Greater than 3000. Suppose if I go to this my underscore employee, if you see the content here, this is the content available. How many records are there greater than 3000? Only two records, 3200 and 4000. This is equal to 3000, but I want greater than 3000. So I cannot impose where condition on by using this particular C function. This C function is purely for projection. Projection in the sense either to project all the fields or to project what specific fields. But I cannot do filtering based on what rows, based on the data. So now what I'll do is, so this anyway will pick up all the fields. That data will come and sit in what? I tab 1. So here what I'll do is I'll declare one more dynamic table. I tab 2 is equal to, I'll say C underscore projection. C underscore projection basically takes three arguments, three parameters. One is source table. What is the source table here? I tab 1. I tab 1 done. Then what else? Okay, when this will pick up all the fields. Now how many fields are there in the my employee? Five fields are there. Employee number, five columns I mean to say. Employee number, employee name, designation, salary and department number. So all these things are available inside what? I tab 1. But again, I don't want all the columns here. I want to filter based on the column. I want to project only few columns. So I'll say, yeah, let me say emp number done. I did not give the double quotes because if you are writing special characters, I must use what? Double quotes. Otherwise, not required. Employee name. What else I want? I'll take salary. Yeah, I'll take salary. Let me also take department number. Okay, department number done. Okay, so this is first argument. What's the source table? This is my projection list. I want all the columns done. And then here, I want the condition based on what? Salary. So if you are using where class in the select statement, we will say where salary is what? Greater than what? 3000. So here I'll say column name is what? Salary. Salary what? Greater than 3000. Done. Let me close this. Done. Then I'll say select star from what is the final local table? I tab 2. Done. So C underscore projection contains three arguments. What is the source table, projection list, and then what? Condition. Okay, so I can give multiple conditions here, but as of now I'm giving only one condition. Okay, let me check any syntax errors are there. When I say fate, what is the error? Create procedure so and so. Incorrect syntax near line 6, column 66. So the problem is here. Acha, it is not recognizing. So probably I need to give I need to give this condition in single quotes. Let me check. so that will recognize that as an expression. Let me try. Okay, so I'm giving it in single quotes. Let me check now. F8, it is trying to create. Let's see whether we'll get any errors. Good. No error. So I think I need to give it in what single quote. So what it is created, let me try to call it call so and so. Done. When I say F8, good. So I got only 4 columns. Yes, I got only 2 records. Wherever the salary is what? Greater than what? 3000. So that is the purpose of what? Projection. Okay, so I can say it is a combination of column filtering and row filtering. Combination of column filtering and what? Row filtering. I gave only one condition. Let me try to give multiple conditions.
Sridhar, can we accept the input parameters for these procedures here?
Why not? Already we know that, right? Input.
Okay.
Again,
Yeah, here, yeah.
same. We can same process.
The salary instead of hard coding, can
Yeah,
we
yeah.
accept?
Yes. We can. Why I'm not taking this? Anyhow, when I go to the next concept, what is that? CS, Core Data Services and AMDP. Again, we'll be discussing those input parameters, output parameters, and I'll be using again these things there. So at that time, I'll focus on those parameters. Okay.
Okay.
So let me just create one more procedure. What is the requirement now? I'll give projection 01. Requirement is, uh, okay. What is the result I got earlier? Acha, I got this result. So now what I want is, I want to give 2 conditions. What is that? Salary should be greater than or equal to 3000, greater than or equal to 3000, and department number should be 30. Okay, so what is my requirement? So how many records are satisfying that? 3000, 3000 to 4000. 4 records are there, but this is 30, 30, this is 50. So I want to give and, so both the conditions should satisfy. So this record should not be fetched. So let me quickly do that. So here I'll say everything is same, projection 01 done. Salary is what? Greater than what? 3000. So don't give the single quotes here. Salary is greater than equal to else, greater than equal to 3000. And can I use the logical operator here? Let me try. And what is the other condition? Department number is equal to what? 30. Department number is equal to 30. Here you close the expression. Done. So let me try now. Right, so this is what I gave. Fine. Let me create the procedure. Good. Procedure got created. Let me try to call that projection 01. When I execute this, yeah, I got it. Okay, greater than or equal to 3000 and department number equal to 30. So that is a summary of what? C underscore what? Projection. Okay, that is what? Columns filtering and what? Row filtering. Columns filtering and row filtering. Done. Next important thing is, Acha, can we rename the columns here? I said what here? Rename the output columns. Yes, we can rename. Okay, let me again go for a new procedure. 1 second, please. I'll say projection 02. Here only I'll say employee number is there. Here I'll try to say as what? Employee number. Let me check. Yes, no errors. Let us try to call it. Yeah, okay, I'm able to what rename also. Okay, so all the three activities we can do it here. Done. Now there is another important C function called as C underscore union. C underscore union. Okay, so one second. Yeah, as the name itself suggests, union means what? It combines one after the other. Okay, it combines the two data sets. So what I'll do is, let me create the procedure again. So I'll say create procedure demo C underscore what union C underscore union. Let me take a C column table, then jobs equal my employee only. Let me take. Okay, okay. I want the union now. Okay, okay. One second. Okay, one second. Let me just frame the example. Okay. I tap one. Okay, I tap one. Let me give the fields here. Employee name, salary I took. Okay, let me take only three columns. Done. And what is the condition I want to give? Salary is what? Salary is less than or equal to what? 2000. Done. Salary is less than or equal to 2000. Close this. Fine. Then I'll say, once again, let me just frame the example. I tab 3 is equal to C projection. I tab 1 only I'll give again. Then employee number, not employee number. Let me take, okay, one second. Okay, one second, please. Okay, so let me take one more thing here. Out tab 1, okay, right. Control C. I tab 3 is equal to C column table, my department. Done. And here I'll say I tab 4, C projection, I tab 3, I'll say. Okay, I tab 3. Then here I'll say department number, D name, and what location. Okay, what is the condition shall I give? Let me give the condition as department number equal to 10. Done. And let me say I tab 5 is equal to C underscore. Now this time I'll say not union all. C underscore union all. Okay, I tab 2 and I tab 4. I tab 2 and what? I tab 4. I tab 2 and I tab 4. Done. And select star from I tab 5. Okay. So I'm expecting an error. Let me just cross check. So what I did initially, I'm getting all the fields. Try to understand. I'm getting all the fields from all the fields and data from what this particular table and putting in the local table I tab 1. Then I'm doing the projection. I'm extracting only few columns with some filtering on the data also. Done. Then again I'm getting all the fields, putting done. Up to this is fine. Okay. Now here I'm trying to use what union all. I'm saying itab 2 and what itab 4. Okay. So let's see what is the error I'll get. So when I execute this, good. Okay. Input parameters do not have the same table type. Hmm. Good. So see here, union all. Union all is used to what? Combine two select queries. Combine the outputs of what? Two select queries. Okay. So here you assume this as what? One data. What is the first field here? In the itab 2, itab 2, what is the first field here? Employee number. Okay. And in itab 2, itab 4, what is the first field here? Department number. Okay. So what it is giving, see, input parameters do not have the same table type. So here employee number is integer, department number is also integer, fine. Employee name is character, department name is also character, fine. But this is numeric, this is character. So that's why it is getting giving an error what? Input parameters do not have what same table type, and also attribute name. What is saying here? Employee number is different from the attribute name in what? Department number. So the corresponding the attribute names, the corresponding field names should be what? Same. The corresponding data type should be same, as well as the field names also should be what? Same. So this is giving what? Error. So what I will do now is, am I clear to everyone? Union is what? It will combine the output of what? Two select statements, one after the other. Union and intersection. Okay. So here what is the change I'll do is, let me keep this as it is. Okay, I don't want this. Let me take this as itab 3, itab 3, done. Projection only, itab what shall I say, 1 only, done. And here I will take the same things. Okay, done. And here I'll say salary is what, greater than 3000, greater than 3000, done. So just observe here, what is my first projection here? Salary is what? Less than or equal to what? 2000. How many records are there with less than or equal to 2000? 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 records are satisfying the condition. What are the employee numbers? 1, 2, and what? 4. So employee numbers which satisfy the first set is what? 1 to 1 to 4. Then what is the next condition I gave here? I'm trying to give salary is greater than what? 3000. Salary is greater than 3000. So this is not satisfied. Okay, this is not satisfied. And what else? This is not satisfied. This is satisfied. This is satisfied. Employee number 6 and what? 7. So in the output, I should get these 5 records with the employee numbers what? 1, 2, 4, 6, 7. 1, 2, 4, 6, 7. Okay. So this should be what? Same. In itab 2, sorry, what is this here? itab 3 now. itab 2 and itab 3. The data type should be same. Even the field names also should be what? Same. Done, done. I'm using union all, right? So I'll say here itab 4. Here also let me say what? itab 4. Done. Let me execute this. F8. Done. I got the process successfully created. Let me call the procedure. I'll say call. Done. Let me execute. Yeah, what I got? 1, 2, 4, 6, 7. Yeah, 1, 2, 4. What is the condition? Salary is less than or equal to what? 2000. And another condition is salary is what? Greater than 3000. So working fine. Working fine. Less than or equal to 2000 and greater than 3000. So that is the meaning of what? Union. Okay. It will combine the outputs of what? Both select queries. How do you write it? By using select statement? Select so and so, where salary is so and so, union all, union all. What is that? You will say union all. Again you will say select so and so, and again the condition is what? Salary is what? Greater than what? 3000. That's it. Okay, so what is the prerequisite? Whenever we use this calculation function c underscore union underscore all, the corresponding data types and attribute names should be same in both what source and what target local tables. Okay, done. One second, projection is over. There is one more important C function. What is that? Aggregation. Okay, in our select statements we use aggregation functions na, like what sum, max, min, all those things. Okay, and whenever we use aggregate functions, and if you want to form the subsets, we use group by class. Okay, so generally we use group by class with the with the combination of what aggregate function. So similarly here also, in this HANA database also, the equivalent of group by is there is a C function called as C underscore aggregation. C underscore aggregation. So let me frame an example here. But I cannot take the tables. Okay, one second. I cannot take the table. One second. We are in gens of SQL. Yeah, I'll take this table. What is this? Sales underscore data. I'm having a table called as what? Sales underscore data. What is the definition of this? Hmm. Okay, or else I'll take the employee table only. For other example, I'll take that table. Right, I'll take this table in my employee. Yeah, what I want is I want to what group the salaries based on the department numbers. Good. So how many department numbers are there here? Four different department numbers. So I want to group the salaries based on what department numbers. So see how do we achieve that. So I'll say demo C underscore. Let me give the name as something aggregation. Any name, done. As begin. So first of all, what I have to do. So what is my requirement? What is the output I should? What is the output columns I should get? Salaries I want, but I want it based on department wise. So in the output I want two columns. What are the two columns? Salary, sum of the salaries based on what department numbers. Okay. So I'll say first I'll use what C underscore column underscore table. Okay. Then I'll say gens of SQL dot let me take the same table my underscore employee. If I leave it like this, I'll get all the fields, but I don't want all the fields. So there is another optional parameter for this function. What are the columns you want? I want only two columns, salary and what department number. Done. Okay, this is fine. Next. Okay. I want one more thing here. I also want department name also. So if you go to this my underscore department, we have one column called as what D name, which will show me the what department name, which will show me the department name. Okay. So for each department, you'll have one department name. Done. So I want that also, but D name is not there in employee. So let me try to use one more time this column table. I tab 2 equal to C underscore column table gens of SQL. I'll say my underscore what department. Okay, my underscore department. What is the common field here? Department number and what department name. Done. Department number and department name. Fine. So this has got two columns, salary and department. This has got again two columns, department number and D name. Okay, but so department number is repeated here, right? So I don't want the repetition. So I'll go for what join. Okay, I'll go for what join. Am I clear? So I'll say I tab 3 equal to C underscore what join. C underscore join. What is the signature of that source and target? Yeah. What is this? I tab 1, comma, I tab 2, done. Done. What is the logically related field? The common field name, department number. Okay, department number, comma. In the output, I want three columns. What are they? Salary, department number, and D name. So I'll say salary, comma, department number, comma, what? Department name. Okay, done. So if I print this I tab 3, I'll not get the sum of salaries. I'll get what? Salary department number, which is not correct. So what I'll do now is I'll say I tab 4 is equal to, what is the C function I said? C underscore aggregation. C underscore aggregation. What is my final this thing? I tab 3. I tab 3, comma. Okay, here I have to use a aggregate function. What I want, sum of salary, no? So I'll say sum of what? Salary, no? Sum of salary as I want some what? Some alias name. Let me give it as net salary. Close this argument, comma. So I'm using the aggregate function. Sum of salary as net salary. Done. If you want another aggregate function, say comma and so and so. Sum of salary as net salary, comma. Yeah, what are the group by fields now? Combination of department number and what? Department name. Because in the output I also want what? Department number and department name. Done. Hope this will work. Select star from what? I tab 4. Select star from I tab 4 and I'll say end. That's it. Okay, let me cross check. This will get salary and department number. This will contain department number and department name. Then I'm filtering based on join. Okay, so department number is suppressed. You'll get it only once. And in that final internal table, I'm doing the sum of what column? Salary column. Done. Based on what? Group by field. So what is the understanding of this signature? The table, the source data, and the aggregate functions. If you want one more thing, you can say max of so and so. Okay, like that. Sum of salary and net salary, and these are group by fields. Done. Will it work? Let me check. Done. Let me execute this. Good. So no errors. Now I'll say call. Wait, yes, I got it. Good. Done. So 20 is 4,200, 10 is 2,200, and so on. So 20 is how much? 4,200. Is it correct? 20, 2,200 plus 2,000. Yes, 4,200. Done. And for 10, it is what? 1,000 and 1,200. 2,200. Yes, I got to the done. Working fine. So this is the purpose of what? Aggregate function. C underscore aggregation. Done. And then there is one more important thing. What is that? Calculation. Yeah. C underscore calculation. So let me create that procedure. So the purpose of this example is to understand the syntax. Okay, create procedure so and so demo C underscore calculation. Done. Okay, yeah, I cannot use this employee. I'll take sales rep.
Sridhar, in
Yeah.
the in the
Head.
earlier example, is it also considering the D name as a
Group by
collection, like
yes,
as a
yes,
sum?
yes, yes.
Uh, is it only considering department number there
If the
as a separate record?
if the depart number is available twice, it will only subset. No, in the output I want department name also. No, that's why I've taken that.
Oh, but it should create two records, right? If the department name is different.
I didn't get you, Praveen.
No,
Department
if
name
the
is different.
department number is 2020 and department number is
No, no.
different, then it should.
First of all, how you can, okay, acha, 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 okay, okay, okay. You are saying like that, huh? Hmm. So what do you want is, but how do you correlate here? Mm. Mm-hmm. No, here, see, I'm picking the department number from where? Okay, first I'm picking from both. Okay, then I'm using the join condition here. So I need to, okay, what you want me to do now? How can you put
See,
it
since the
logically?
department name is different, it should have appeared twice, like yeah, two records instead of one.
But
Something
where
that
it is
way.
different, Praveen? Where it is different?
If you see
See,
2020, the department name is.
finance. That's all. Only one record is there, na?
Oh, it's not there. It's not there, right? Oh,
This is a key
okay.
field here. Key field.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So if the department name is there in both the tables, then it should have okay different. Okay.
Here department number is not key field. Here I can have
Okay.
duplicates.
Okay. Got you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I understood. Yeah. I thought like it's not filtering based on the D name. Okay.
No, no, no.
Okay.
It will. Right. Now, what is the table I need to consider? Let me go for sales underscore data. Yeah. What I want is, what are the columns available here? Yeah. Order ID, customer name, customer first name, customer last name, order date, price and quantity. Yeah. My requirement is, I want in the output, what order ID I want to display, order date I want to display, price I want to display, quantity I want to display, plus some calculated value like price into what quantity. Okay, so I want 5 columns. The fifth column is not the table column, actually it's a calculated column. Okay, so I'll say as begin. Okay, I tab 1 equal to C underscore, as usual I'll take column table, C underscore column table, from this schema. What is the table name? Sales underscore data, sales underscore data, comma, yeah, okay. What are the fields you want to pick up in the output? Order ID I want, order date I want, what else I want? Price I want, and what else? What is the other column? Quantity. Okay, quantity. Out of 6 columns I am projecting only what? 4 columns. Quantity, done. Quantity, done. So if I display it here now, I'll get only 4 columns. But what I want to project how many columns? 5 columns. In the output I want 5 columns. That fifth column should be calculated column. Fifth column should be calculated column. So what I'll do here is, okay, okay, I tab 2 equal to C underscore projection only, C underscore projection only, done. Okay, C underscore projection, done. What is the source table here? I tab 1, comma, done. What are the columns you want to project? First I want order ID. Let me put it in the next this thing. Or else let me put it here only. 1 second. I want this 4 columns. Okay, I want this 4 columns plus fifth column. It should be calculated column. It should be calculated column. So without closing that, can I use? Let me try to use order ID, order date, price, quantity. Here only I'll use a function called as C underscore calculation. C underscore calculation. Okay, C underscore calculation expression I need to give now. So in single quotes, what is the column price? Okay, it is going that side. So let me put it in the next line just for increasing the readability. This is my second parameter. Order ID I want, order date I want, price I want, quantity I want. Then I want to calculate it. C underscore calculation price into what is the other column? Quantity done. I'll close the expression. Done. Done, comma. Yeah. Now the important thing about this is you are doing some dynamically, you are doing some calculation. Okay, how you want to project that calculation, whether you want to project it as a integer or as a decimal, that you have to decide. Okay, so if you see my data here, this is in decimals only. 12.5 into 6 will lead to a decimal, but I want to show it as an integer. So there is another parameter for this. Yeah, as what? Integer. Done as integer. Okay, as integer. Let me try to maintain the spaces here. Price into quantity integer. Done. Then I can give the alias for this as what shall I give? Net price as net price. Then you close the main array. Done. Done. There is another parameter for projection, but that is optional anyway. I can ignore. I think I can ignore. Let me ignore. Done. So let me check the output now. Select start from what? I tab 2. Select start from I tab 2, and then I'll say end. Let me cross check. First I'm projecting 4 fields, but in the output I want 5 columns. So what I'm doing is projection as per this. I cannot use it independently, remember it should be part of this projection. C underscore calculation, I'm doing the calculation price into quantity, and I want to project that calculation as an integer. That's why I'm giving this parameter as what? This is alias name. Alias name, I'm closing this array here. So overall, how many columns we are projecting here? 5 columns. This C underscore projection has got one more. I can give one more what condition, where class. Okay, if you don't give also no problem. Anyway, it is optional. Okay, done. Let me try to execute this. F8. Oh, I got an error. What is the error I got? Create procedure so and so as begin. Incorrect syntax near so and so line 13, column 76. Here on it is giving the problem. Here on it is giving the problem. Why? One second. I'll just go to this help and help contents. Not there. Huh? Oh, right. I'm sorry. It is C underscore calci. What I give? C underscore calculation. Done. We have to do lots of R&D. Okay. Right. So it is not calculation, calci. Done. Let me try it now. F8. Good. It got created. Let me try to call this. Call. Done. Let me execute this. Yes. Yeah. 12.5 into 6 is what? Some decimal value. But since I projected it as what? Integer, I got it in the form of what? Integer. Working fine. Working fine. Okay. Hope it's clear. C underscore what? Calc. It is used for doing some calculations kind of thing. Hope it's clear to everyone. So like this, we have some more calculation function. Just go through that. Anyhow, I'll be using another calculation function called as C underscore conversion. Okay, so that I'll be discussing that anyhow in AMDP. So I'll park it aside for the time being. Done. But we understood the theme of this particular calculation functions. Okay. But again, these calculation functions were very much useful before what? This service pack, support pack 6, before support pack 6. But in support pack 7 onwards, in the documentation of HANA is saying that even they made SQL engine also is what powerful, and it is a developer wish whether to use what this C functions or what this thing. Okay, done. Let me go for yeah. Let me quickly cover this synonyms. Very simple. Okay, so what is the synonyms here? Synonyms are the alternative name, alias names, which we can provide for our tables, views, procedures, functions, and even what sequences. Okay, they are nothing but what alias names, which we can provide for what tables, views, procedures, functions, or what sequences. Okay, so what I'll do now is here I'll say, uh, hmm, suppose here in my I'll take the same this thing, gens of SQL. In this, I'm having a table. I'm having a table like one second. Open definition. Right. So some table is there. EMP number so and so so and so done 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 done. Okay. Do we have data in this? Yeah, we have the data also fine. So what I want is I want to create a synonym for this particular table. What is the table? Employee underscore department underscore so and so. So I'll say, how do you create the synonym here? I'll say create synonym. Synonym means nothing but an alias name, alternative name. So the advantage is what? Instead of referring to the lengthy name, I can give a short form for that. Okay. Again, we can categorize the synonyms into two types: private synonym and what? Public synonym. Private synonym means which is local to the user. Public synonym means which can be accessed by any user. Any user. Okay. So if I don't give public keyword here, it is understood as what? It is understood as what? Private synonym. Create synonym. Okay. I'll say gens of SQL dot gens of SQL dot, what is the table name here? Employee underscore what? Department underscore, what is that? Non-managers. Okay. Non-manager. Done. Okay. What is the syntax? Create synonym for, yeah, for I have to use for what? Gens of SQL dot, oh, I'm sorry, here I have to give the synonym name. So I'm giving it as ABC. Create synonym so and so for gens of SQL dot, what is the table name now? Employee underscore what? Department underscore what? Non-manager. Done. Let me check the syntax. Create synonym name for so and so. Hope it should work. F8. Done. Synonym is what? Created. Where can I check it? In the synonyms only. Yeah, in the synonyms only. Yeah, ABC is what? Created. Let me check the definition here. ABC done. For what? For table it seems done. Understood. So instead of referring to the lengthy name, I can simply refer to what? This, you can see here public checkbox is not selected. Not selected. Okay. So now I'll say what? Select star from what? ABC. And let's say F8. I got the data. Understood. So just an alias name. If you want to create the what public synonym, what I'll do here, I'll say, so what is the difference between private synonym and public synonym? Public synonym means any user. I logged into which user here? ANA user. But if you create a public synonym, any user can access that particular synonym. So let me say now, I'll say create what? Public synonym. Create public synonym. I'll say PQR for same table. I'll say okay. So let me check it now. Yeah, let me say F8. Oh, I got an error. Was why? Ah, good, good, good. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. Might be for public synonym. For public synonym, I should not give the schema name. Okay, so let me remove this. Yeah, I have to remove this schema name. I'll just give this PQR. Done. First one, so F8. Yeah. Okay, synonym is created. What is the synonym name now? PQR. Okay, let me try to refresh here. Oh, sorry. This section will show only what private synonyms. So if you want to see the public synonyms, somewhere in the catalog, you'll have that folder, public synonyms. I don't know where it is. Yeah, here. Good. So you can see here in the catalog at the beginning, you can see we have what public synonyms. So let me expand this. What is this in a it is filtered. It is filtered here. Let me right click on this. I'll remove the filters. Right click on this. I'll remove the filter. It is showing too many these are all the synonyms which might be predefined. So see here I can create the synonyms for not only for tables, I can create it for views, I can create it for procedures or functions, sequences, all those things. What is my synonym here? PQR. Somewhere here in the alphabetical order you'll get it. No, they're all the public synonyms which can be accessed by anyone. You can see here, this is the synonym picker. Let me check the definition. Right click on this, open definition. Done. Yeah, you can see a public checkbox is what selected. So public synonym is what anyone can use it. Anyone can use it. Okay. Can I drop the synonym? Yes, we can drop the synonym. How do you drop here? I'll say drop what? Public synonym. Drop public synonym. What is the synonym name? PQR. F8. Done. It might have been dropped. So if you go back here, you will not have that. Right click on this and say refresh. It is refresh. Here only I'll try to filter and check. Filters. What is the synonym? PQR. Yeah. We don't have any synonyms with what? PQR. That's why it is not listing out. Understood? So synonyms are only for use for what? Providing the alternative names for so and so. That's it. And one more thing we can what we can do is we can use the synonyms when you're granting access to an object from what another schema and you don't want the users to add okay actually I can do like this just to okay, suppose this is my gensoft schema. Okay, let me take another schema like my schema one. Try to understand. In my schema one, let me go to table section. 1 second. One second, it got stuck up. Oh, what happened? Yeah, done. So suppose in my schema one, try to understand. In my schema one, there is one table here over T it seems. Over T. Over T. Okay, it is available in which schema? What my schema one, my schema one. Okay, so I'll say I'll go to the gents of SQL. Let me go to the table section. Yeah, over T table is not there, over time is there. Okay, so what I'll do here I'll say what, create synonym. Okay, create synonym. Okay, I'll give the synonym name as something xyz for what, for my schema 1 dot over T. Okay, so let me try to create that f8. It's taking time. So what happens here, the synonym would be what created. So what is the advantage here? The user, whoever is using this synonym xyz, he doesn't know about the what, from which schema the object is available. Okay, so simply I'll say what here, select star from what, xyz. Then I got the data. Okay, so what is the meaning here? Generally, when do we use synonym means, we use synonyms when you are granting access to what, objects. When you're granting access to objects from another schema, and you don't want the users to worry about from which schema owns that object. Okay, you don't want the users to worry about the what schema which owns that particular object. So this table actually belongs to what, my schema 1. I am creating the synonym in my what, current schema. What is the current schema here? Gens of SQL. What happened? I click on this, refresh. Yeah, you can see here xyz, done. Okay, so this is the purpose of what, synonyms. Hope it's clear, right? So tomorrow onwards, what we'll do is, we have done major of the native development here. Tomorrow onwards, I'll start either with the CDS or with what, AMDP. Let me check whether if any interlink is there. I'll go for CDS, or if I don't want to show that interlink at this day, I'll go for what, AMDP. Okay, so I'll decide accordingly. Either CDS or AMDP, I'll start from tomorrow. Done.
Sridhar, what about those EPM models? Do we really use those EPM query?
Actually, no, Praveen, I never used it, so I'm not much aware of this. I'm working on that, but I'm not getting the actual usage. Okay, so if I collect any information, definitely I'll share. Okay, what I came to know is this is generally used by BW, but in BW also how they use, I'm not aware of that. I'm trying to collect the information from one of my BW friend. If I get that practical implementation, definitely I'll share that. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Done. So we are done with what? Views, triggers, tables, synonyms, sequences, procedures, indexes, functions, and column views. Okay. So these two things I'm working on that. If I'm able to get the result, if I understood the concept, definitely I'll share. Okay. Chalo then. So I'll wind off. I will continue with CDS or AMDP from tomorrow onwards. Sure.